So we'll be talking about driving digital and sustainable transformation across the Baltic Sea region, experiences and opportunities. We will explore how the public sector and associations in the Baltic Sea region support companies in adopting digitalization solutions, so how to help to get there, and how these solutions contribute to sustainability. So it should be something which is really reasonable and works. So this discussion will also focus on exchanging experiences and sharing good practices among countries, so maybe we can learn from each other. And participants are Deputy State Secretary on Digital Transformation Affairs at Ministry of Smart Administration and Regional Development of Latvia, Gatis Ozols. Gati, welcome to the stage. Let's say, yeah. Please, let's take this chair. Let's say, yes. Is that okay? Yeah, good. Then we ask to say hello and wave. Director, the Baltic Institute of Finland, please, Esa Kokkonen. Esa is online, and Esa, please wave if you can hear us.
Yes, I can hear you. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry not to be able to join live, but happy to join online at least.
Thank you, Esa. Well, then we move on to representative of the Green Finance Institute in Lithuania, Ingrida Lashinskiene. Ingrida?
Hello.
Hello. This, as you can see, this will be discussion in two floors, the first floor, the second floor. Now we have Director of Development, Association for the Development of Cooperatives and Local Entrepreneurship, Vama Kub, Poland, Mateusz Dobkowski. Mateusz, are you there?
Hello.
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 Yeah, and next to Mateusz we have Remigiusz Dobkowski, representative of Association for the Development of Cooperative and Local Entrepreneurship, also Poland. As you can see there, I guess you both are at the same computer, right? Mateusz, Remigiusz? Yeah?
Yes.
Good. And please welcome to the stage Director of the Digital Economy Department, Ministry of Economic Affairs and Communications of Estonia, Sirli Heinso. Welcome back to the stage. Please take the chair number 1.
Here?
Yeah. So we can see everyone on the screen. You can see everyone on the screen, and let us begin. So, first things first. So please, each of you introduce themselves. I would say 2 minutes each, and address the question, how is your organization in your country supporting companies in their digitalization journey? So especially in ways that also drive sustainability. So how your organization, you are representing, is supporting companies in their digitalization journey. So who's ready to begin? Gati?
Okay. Hello, my name is Gatis Ozols. I was already presented. Deputy State Secretary for Digital Transformation in Ministry of Smart Administration and Regional Development. And from our perspective, there are 3 things that we are working on directly. The one is ensuring that there's availability of government hold data to the wider public society, the companies, to ensure the efficiency and ensure also the reporting that's necessary for sustainability. And it was already mentioned in 2 previous presentations, in Hidley's presentation and also the colleagues from Audi presentation, that data is a core of also sustainability aspects, not so much of technologies only, so data. So currently we as a ministry are also responsible for open data, for providing also the data sharing platform companies and public sector. It's the one aspect. Other aspect is what you're experiencing here, awareness raising in partnership with our social partners from our NGO, LICTA, and also other countries. We are trying to raise awareness of sustainability aspects and also how technologies and data could drive on help. And also one of the tools that's provided is a SUS tool that's open for the companies to explore. And the third one, I think, is one of the main or core things of what we are doing as a ministry is also to make a government sector less less burdensome and more technologically enabled. So we are also taking care of horizontal policy of digitizing public services and public procedures. So currently we see, we together with other Nordic countries, Baltic countries, are one of the leading countries in Europe in having the digital government services, digital procedures. So this is another aspect that's from our ministry.
Mm-hmm. So as we heard from Ilse, Baltic states look good and Baltic Sea region looks good in digitalization, but there's still many things to do, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, we see that the technology can be an enabler for sustainability, but technology also can be unsustainably used. So as another aspect, you have to take into account. And until this, we have more focused on the green aspect of technology. But as we speak today, the green is just one aspect of sustainability. So I think there's still steps to do.
Thank you. Esa, welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
So the question was, how is your organization helping entrepreneurs and organizations to digitalize and also do it in a sustainable way, or making them sustainable that way?
Yes, thanks. My organization, the Baltic Institute of Finland, it's a Finnish, Tampere, Finland-based organization for Baltic Sea cooperation, and we've been operating for 31 years already. And we have two roles on how we work with the topic of today's panel and your question. So first of all, we are, as mentioned, we are based in Tampere, and we are actually part of City of Tampere. So we are in-house entity for City of Tampere for international collaboration, focusing on innovation topics. So Tampere is a very active, dynamic Finnish city, focus and strong city on digital innovation, and we have strong ecosystems and expertise both in private sector, in academia, in public sector on digital innovation, and that's also very much a priority topic for us in our local role here to support the city and its stakeholders and ecosystem partners in developing innovative urban solutions, digital solutions, which aim at tackling key challenges that the cities today face, like the climate challenge or social challenges, or in general the growth challenges of a city which is growing historically rapidly at the moment. Like last 2 years, more than 6,000 more people in a city of 260,000 inhabitants. So that's our first role. So most of the projects that we are developing and promoting and coordinating for City of Tampere focus on developing urban digital infrastructure. And that happens in close collaboration and partnership with companies. So this ecosystem collaboration is a key, so that companies are actively engaged in developing, in initiating the projects and developing solutions in the projects. But then the second role, so this was our local role in a Finnish smart city of Tampere. But as mentioned, we are organization for Baltic Sea cooperation, and we've been involved since the beginning in the EU strategy for the Baltic Sea region. And from 2018, we've been the main coordinator of policy area innovation of the EU strategy for the Baltic Sea region, in close cooperation with our co-coordinator, Estonian Ministry of Economy and Communication, the lead partner of SASTOOL project. And in that work in policy area innovation, digitalization is a priority, a key priority, and will be increasingly so in coming years. So Baltic Sea region has, first of all, major assets in digital economy and digital innovation, both in private and public sector. And then also we have also challenges. We are still a very heterogeneous region. We are geographically very wide region. There are major regional imbalances and still differences in the level where we are in what comes to digital infrastructure and digital skills, connectivity, etc. But in our role as the coordinator of policy or innovation, together with the Estonian Ministry of Economy and Communications, we help Baltic Sea digital stakeholders, innovation stakeholders to join forces to develop projects with a better impact and make sure that there are less overlaps in the publicly funded cooperation efforts in the field of digitalization.
So, does it mean that you have your own use cases in Tampere to test the policies there's in your country and in your city?
Definitely, there are very interesting use cases here in Tampere as well. And at the moment, especially related to what big priority for us at the moment here in Tampere is Cityverse. So building a kind of a virtual immersive layer on the top of our digital twin infrastructure on how we can serve companies and citizens in a totally new way and engage them in urban development and also to optimize of use of the urban resources.
Thank you, Esa. Let's move to Ingrida.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me and Green Finance Institute today. So the Green Finance Institute, Lithuania's Green Finance Institute, is a platform for growing green finance ecosystem. We were established only 2 years ago within ILTE, National Development Bank, at the initiative of the Ministry of Finance. And we work not only for ILTE, but also for the whole market to support companies and public bodies in meeting EU sustainability requirements through guidance, methodologies, and what we also heard from ESA through collaboration. Our two main goals are first to be national competence center for green finance to help institutions to companies and companies get ready for new rules with practical support. And then the second to develop green finance ecosystem by coordinating public-private cooperation, improving access to sustainability data, that is really important, and spreading knowledge. So in short, we help financial institutions to create more green finance products, so to green the finance, and for companies to know what criteria to use and to get that financing, so to finance the greening of Lithuania's economy. Where is this digital angle? So first, Lithuania Sustainability Data Hub. It is a project we are involved in today, and the owner is the Ministry of Finance. As the competence center, we analyzed what kind of system companies need, where it could operate, and what are the costs and benefits. So we recommended to create a tool oriented to SMEs at first, so that companies can pull as much sustainability-related information about themselves as possible from public registries. Because SMEs often do not collect, do not systematize sustainability data, yet partners, financiers, and other stakeholders increasingly ask for it.
Ingrid, I'm sorry, one question. How do you motivate companies to do that?
So first of all, availability of green financial products, better access to capital. It is easier to access to the capital, sometimes cheaper.
So money is quite well motivated, right?
Yes, yes, right. I think. Yes.
Thank you, Ingrida. Let's move to Vamacorp, Mateusz and Remigiusz. So what is your task? How do you help companies, organizations to get digitalized and in that way also more sustainable?
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, but exactly I can say that Mateusz participated in this project and he wanted to speak something, but a year ago he suffered hemorrhagic stroke and it is not yet fully recovered. And that's right, I will read this statement.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dear partners, dear friends, well, here we are, the project finally. To part it simply, we did it. It has been a Temodol's pieces on international work. Today, above all, I want to say thank you. I am incredibly grateful for all this month. Very beginning, we talked about sustainable development, and this project has shown something fundamental. Its strength lies in the diversity of every partner, brought and unique perspective to the table. Some were experts in green technologies, others in management, and still others, like us, in community building. As the WAMACOP, our association, we are proud to have enriched the project with our perspective, with the crucial human factor. We demonstrate the importance of social inclusion and how to build partnership between non-governmental organizations and local government units that genuinely engage and activity residents. And openness of this perspective. This is the strength of your Baltic cooperation. These wants are for art's sake. It was a tangible mutual exchange. We in Poland are now facing a gigantic challenge. We essentially have to build and ready new model for the social economy. And the old system has run its course. Our experience in this project also highlights what kind of support best helps social enterprise achieve their sustainable goals. I will direct it's exactly the kind we experienced here. It's not just about grants. The most valuable incentives are these that build bridges in the international exchange of knowledge. It is access to partners with diverse and competitions, technological and managerial, and the mutual openness, the crucial human factor is practically thanks to this cooperation, thanks to the facts that we could learn from you and you could draw from our experience, that building this new model is even possible. I am incredibly grateful to you for that. I was win-win for everyone. And most importantly, we are not living empty-handed. Moreover, our project provides to list two key lessons and best practice that can be used to strengthen sustainable development more broadly. The first in the co-creation of new practical tools. What we have achieved are invaluable. These aren't just reports, they are real actionable methods that will continue to grow and evolve. The second lesson, and perhaps the most important, the power of synergy. We provide the truly sustainable development cannot be dimensional. Implemented the integral connections of the technological and managerial and the social perspective and built on inclusion and engagement. We have gives each other an inclusive foundation to build future initiatives and projects. For the simple opportunity to be part of the process, I am deeply grateful. We are finishing this project today, but we are not finishing our work. We leave here with new energy, inspiration, and most importantly, with trust in each other. One thing to certain and sustainable Baltic is a Baltic built on people. And we have just proven how to do that to practice. Thank you for this shared energy. It is these last words, but maybe you can say something more. Mateusz.
First, Remigiusz, thank you for that letter, and applause to Mateusz.
Thank you very much. It's very nice to see you.
And,
I'm very happy that I can be with you. I'm talking about this project and all of you. I'm naming this thing. It's Baltic family. So I'm very happy that I can be with you. As you know, the Vamakopa Association is always open for cooperation, and I'd like to say one more time, thank you that we can be with you, and we will be with you. Thank you so much.
thank you very much once again. Silly, is there anything to add after your opening speech on what are you doing?
Yes, sure. Maybe the thought that that was also said by Ilse from the presentation, that the question was, how do we support business digitalization? Well, the goal is not the digitalization. The goal is, from the Ministry of Economics, the goal is to reduce administrative burden, to make companies, to make it possible for them to be more efficient. And digitalization is just one tool for this. But yeah, we are, as I mentioned, we are boosting different data standardization, both in business environment and also in the reporting part across agencies in Estonia. We are also building new, not actually building new public services, but more like bringing them together seamlessly. And what else we are doing? We are also giving out support measures for digitalization. And these are very often like goal-oriented. It's not just come and digitalize whatever, but more like you need to have a mentor that really drives you through your digitalization process, meaning that you cannot just take one tool in use, but rather you need to show us why this tool really helps you achieve what. So the digitalization itself is not the goal, but to achieve something.
You mentioned that you brought together 24 organizations, and I think sometimes it's hard to bring together 2 organizations. What could be learned across the borders at the other countries around the Baltic Sea from your experience? How do you do that? How do you bring together so many different interests?
There are very many different aspects in this collaboration. But I think the main thing is to find the right people, to have the right mindset, to inspire, to have the possibility.
But who does that? Who is the responsible one for that?
Yeah.
Because everyone is waiting from each other.
Our team is responsible for that.
How big is your team?
This concrete team who is working with the reporting, there are 6 people, and 3 of them together with me, it's 4. So 4 of us, we are
Also doing that mentoring and then monitoring?
No, this is not support for the enterprises. We are talking about public sector. The question was about reporting. We are bringing together 24 different public sector authorities. And yes, the coordination team consists of 3 people.
All right.
But of course, there are many good spokespersons from Tax Authority and Statistics Estonia, which are major frontrunners if we are talking about reporting and digitalization in different reporting parts. So definitely Tax Authority tax authority being on board is a kind of strategic move in order to get, agriculture authorities on board or environmental agencies on board. So if you ask how we do it, I would answer you, this is the strategic game plan based on mindset change of different public sector authorities.
So first there should be some anchor or core institutions, and then others are also easier to bring.
You need
over.
to have a real goal. Mm-hmm. So, for example, the same reducing administrative burden or reducing or making business environment better. But there always needs to be a win for the public sector authority, for them to really come along with you.
All right, thank you. Skaties, a very similar question about cross-sector cooperation. How could we strengthen these efforts? So what works? Maybe what is your experience?
I see that in last years, this topic has get more attention across the corporate world and also in public sector. We are happy that we have also like a strong NGOs in this sector, like Corporate Social Responsibility Institute in Latvia, and then there's also a Sustainability Procurement Association established in Latvia. So I think it's essential that we just not only point to the public sector and say that you have to change yourselves, that we come together and we advise each other how to do it properly.
So you find people who are in it, so for whom it's important.
Like a professional, it was said also in this presentation regarding Audi, you had to have the partner like besides you with a strong professional that can then kind of inspire your team and change your be inspirational to change the culture. I think it's also the same for the public sector. We've done this kind of 1/3 of the road of green procurement, but now I think it's more essential also to look at the wider how we can wider this approach that government as a driving force that with its purchase power can drive this sustainable approach also in the private sector. So this is one aspect. Other aspect, I believe there is still also in Latvia, State Revenue and Statistics Bureau are the main agencies that have to come together, and luckily we for both of them have a new heads, like not very quite recent, and they are very cooperative and also kind of coming together and see how we can ease this burden on the enterprises. And I believe there is still a room where a government could provide more data for the companies to allow them more automated processes, to allow them allow also to do this sustainability evaluation. So I think this is, and for this reason, we just need to set a clear goal for the government institutions also to ensure this.
Who does that? Who decides that?
I think it's ecosystem kind of thing where the partners from the public sector, private sector, and NGO have to come together and agree on those things. In a formal way, in Latvia, it's taken care by Ministry of Finance regarding this reporting thing. But as you see, also our ministry, as the ministry leading on digital transformation, is involved to raise awareness on those topics. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Ingrida, let's get back to what's in there for me question. As also Silly mentioned, your organization operates under closely with the public sector. So how does this model benefit companies and support sustainable development in your country? So how you move things forward? Ingrida?
Thank you for your question. I will try to answer very shortly, because we sit in between public and private sectors. We can work as a neutral platform for the whole market, not as a supervisor and not as a lobbying organization. So that position allows us to collect sensitive issues, to discuss them openly and turn into balanced solutions that support companies and sustainable development in Lithuania. So one very concrete example, as I mentioned, we have a collaboration platform, Sustainable Finance Forum. We run it with several working groups where market participants share knowledge and experience and work together on solutions. So with companies, with financial institutions, we prepared analysis of what makes Lithuania jurisdiction attractive or less attractive for sustainable business. And the findings we submitted these insights to the Ministry of Finance as input for future initiatives, so that real experience from the market feeds into how policies or tools are designed.
So data is the thing which motivates all the involved.
Data and as I mentioned before, finances, so money.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Ingrid. Then what types of support and initiatives best help social enterprises advance their sustainability goals, and what good practices or lessons can be drawn to strengthen sustainable development more broadly? So we're talking now social enterprises. So that's a question to Mateusz and Remigiusz.
Thank you very much. As you probably know, this association Vamakop is responsible for the human. The center of our action is human. As you probably see, I'm right now human with disabilities, but I think I'm working in the association for over 15 years. And you are the specialists of digitalization, new technologies, and it is very, very important. Right now in Poland, we are responsible for social sustainability. We are spreading the social economy. So we are creating places of work, which is responsible with the human cooperation. And contacting with companies in Baltic Sea area and your institutes, it's very important for us. Because right now in Poland we are looking for the best solution to spread social improvement and sustainability development. So working with you is very worthwhile for us. I hope that there will be an occasion in future to meet each other. And we are responsible for creating the places of work in Poland. And I hope in the future there will be possibility to create the places of work in all Baltic Sea region.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now,
thank you very much.
Esa, we're looking forward now. So a question to you is, looking ahead, what do you see as the most important next step or main opportunity for the Baltic Sea region to work together in advancing digital and sustainable transformation that supports both companies and the region as a whole? So what are our next steps? Where should we go? How do you see that?
Yes, thank you. In the Baltic Sea region, the key driver for innovation cooperation is our common challenges. And of course, in the current security situation, you don't need to really underline the urgency and the importance of us Baltic Sea region countries joining forces in different sectors and different levels of society. And digitalization is a key tool for us to tackle our challenges in different levels. And we have assets, we have leading in digital ecosystems in the region, but we also have challenges in related to skills and infrastructure and regional imbalances. So we need to tackle these first of all the digitalization related bottlenecks and challenges together. Focus on skills development and the Estonian success story is inspiration still for all of us. that we can make these tiger leaps in today's digital opportunities related to AI and robotics, for example. But we need to do it together. We are still small players in this global context. And then the interoperability issues where already of course the tool as part of that is a good example. We need more cross-border coordination and policy coordination and really concrete pilots. We need to start with our like concrete cases, with our challenges, not with just technology driven, technology certain solution based initiatives related to maritime transport or maritime safety and protection of the Baltic Sea. That's a perfect topic for joint digital solutions and also AI solutions. We can use AI here, of course, a major opportunity. We can use and understand Baltic Sea region as a context for AI. We can't just count on these major US players, but we need to be able to develop and build on our own context here in the Baltic Sea region. There's so much data already accumulated, and there's so much like a potential of, for example, in the maritime issues or in different climate issues, energy issues, to really for us to build on our common Baltic Sea region context when we are developing data-driven solutions. And of course, this is something we are part of EU here. We need to be taking the leading role in ethical, safe, sustainable AI and solutions that build and strengthen this common European value base. The Baltic Sea region has opportunities.
So Esa, does it mean that it's time now to grow up and start to work closer? And
yes,
and also,
we need to scale up. Scale up our efforts.
Yep. And also, what I hear from you, that community where you work together, where you have common interests, where you can share your experience, not only at the conferences like these, but also amongst yourselves every day. That is absolutely crucial, that you keep on building this community of people and organizations which are really interested in that. And also, let's say, selling the idea and answering the questions, what's in there for me, for the organizations and enterprises, it's very important. So thank you very much once again. Gati, Esa, Ingrida, Mateusz, Remigiusz, and Sirli, thank you for this discussion. Thank you.